So let me go through this real quick. I'm going to do a full video on this. Player negotiations are a lot different than they used to be on Madden. So I'm going to go into my negotiation screen and show you what we're talking about with our contracts. When you start your negotiations, this is what you can do. There are a bunch of default contracts that you can offer. This one starting at neutral is 3 years, 2.1, 1.5. As you adjust it, you'll see that the years change. Team friendly 2 years, neutral or player friendly is 4 years, very player friendly is 5 years. What WFL means by its rules is essentially any of these contracts that are listed here. So these 2, 3, 4, and 5 year deals, these are acceptable means to offer to a player. So if I wanted to offer this player a very player-friendly deal at 5 years, I could do so. I could offer him 4, I could offer him 3, I could offer him 2. In the past, you had to offer what the player wanted or 5 years, whichever one was the higher number. Unfortunately, with the way they do contracts now, that's not necessarily the way we can do things anymore. So what we've done is essentially these 4 options that you have, not custom, that'll be explained in just a second. These 4 options that you have are the options that you can do for the number of years. So you can I could sign Rashad Penny anywhere from a 2-year deal up to a 5-year deal. If I choose to do a custom contract, this is where it's going to get different. I can only do at maximum 5 years. So if this player was wanting a 6 or 7 year deal under this player friendly or very player friendly area, because I do have players such as Lamar Jackson that I just acquired that are asking for potentially upwards of a 7-year deal. I can't offer that as long as it is one of these default contract offers. Okay, and that's important to note. Obviously with Rashad Penny, it only goes to a maximum of 5, but if he were asking for 6, I realize it goes to custom here, but if he were asking for a 6-year deal, as long as it was one of these default options, I could offer it to him. However, if I have to make a contract, and I'm giving you another example, Lamar Jackson, right now, I know for a fact through lots of research on separate franchises that he will not accept, he will only accept a certain amount of money. And the only way I can offer that money is to offer him a custom contract, because in the very player friendly, basically you have to take whatever this number is. If I changed even a little bit, it becomes a custom offer. With Lamar Jackson, the best I can do for him in a very player friendly offer is 7 years and won't accept it. He refuses to play for me. So if I decide to give him more money, even if it's just adjusting the salary $100,000, it becomes a custom offer. I can't offer more than 5 years. So let me see if I've got another player that I could show that might want, no, he's wanting 2 years as well. Can't do that one. Do I have anybody that's, no, okay. So what I'm gonna do real quick is, while I've got this up and running, I'm gonna actually start a different franchise. Let me find somebody that has let's do the Ravens, because the Ravens are gonna have Lamar Jackson. So let's just do a franchise real quick. We'll start a new franchise, and then we'll show you what I'm talking about by custom contracts. Use real life roster, pick week 1. And I'm going to quickly advance to week 3, which is when I believe Lamar Jackson will sign. Now, I'm not going to do any of the custom options. This is just strictly for tutorial purposes. So let me see. Let me make sure roster. Oh, not the right place. Not the right place. Wish I had 35 million in cap space. Let's see. Manage roster. Resigns. Is he wanting to resign in week 3? Yes, he does. Okay. And then unfortunately I didn't turn off tutorial, so that's going to be really freaking annoying. All right, so what I'm going to do is, real quick, I'm just going to advance week. I don't really care about simulation right now. This is, again, just for educational purposes here. And then we're going to go in and we're going to advance to week 3 so I can make an offer to Lamar Jackson. And I'll show you what I mean by the custom contract bit. So, franchise, please get me to week 3. don't repeat myself. Okay, so players ready to negotiate. So here we go, and we'll go on with Lamar Jackson and start negotiations. Now in this franchise, he wants it, but you can see he wants a 6-year deal. So if I go into start negotiations, that's where neutral starts. Okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. All right, so if I go player friendly, you can see it goes up to 7 years. And if I go very player friendly, it stays at 7 years because 7 years is the maximum you can do. If for some reason I know he won't accept this offer, he will with the Ravens, but for my Seahawks, I can tell you for a fact he won't. I will have to change this number, this bonus, to up it. And once I go custom offer, I can't offer him 7 years anymore. By our rules, I have to offer him 5 years maximum. So I have to make that offer at 5 years if I go custom offer. If I knew he would accept some of these deals, I could offer these and go longer than 5 years. However, if I go custom, I cannot offer more than 5 years no matter what. And if I go custom offer, I have to change my number off of one of these contracts. I cannot use these default numbers and then just up the years for a guy that maybe wants like 1 year or 2 years. So this allows you to sign guys for longer than what they may ask for, but you have to pay them accordingly. Otherwise, you won't be able to sign that player. So that's kind of the way the contracts are working at this time. That's the rules as they are in the GM rules in Section 4. That's kind of an explanation of it. Again, I'll do a detailed breakdown on camera probably in the next couple of days. I hope this helps a little bit. If there's any questions, just let me know, and I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. Check y'all later.